Hello, my name is Eric J. Hecker with Deciphering.tv. I am a whistleblower and a researcher in the disclosure community. In June of 2023, I testified in front of both the Senate Intelligence Committee and ARROW about my experiences and research regarding the directed energy weapons systems being employed at the South Pole Station in Antarctica, a place that I lived for an entire year. I have a very important message to share with you today. For many years now, I have been engaged in efforts to share the truth in a community that claims to be working hard to bring to light that which has been obscured from the public. But in my efforts, I am finding that far too many in the disclosure commodity community are in fact working hard and collaborating to control the narrative and in fact prevent the truth from being known by the public. Let me be clear though. There are still diamonds in the rough that do care about informing the masses about what is really going on. The mass media, as we all know, has become wholly corrupted. Nobody seems to care to argue against that. But what about the conversation regarding disclosure? Why are there so few that will even consider that the same factions that have corrupted the mass media would have also invested in the corruption of the internet and podcasters in general? Do they not have the motives or funding to apply their intentions in this community? It has been my experience that they have actually infiltrated and now have a massive amount of control regarding the information that can be shared or denied. I am sure you have heard far too many podcasters claim that their shows are not about censorship, but are there to let everybody speak their mind, adding to the conversation, and leaving it up to the listener to decide what is in fact truth or fiction. Let me explain how this powerful tactic that is currently being employed by the nefarious factions that have infiltrated the conversation of disclosure is working. It is called the muddying of the waters and works like this. Disclosure is like a river of information that you, the listener, draw from to ingest for yourself and to share with others. But the podcasters and so-called researchers are currently positioned upstream from you. As they state, they will allow anybody to work with them while adding to the flow of information. When they are not willing to put in any effort of discernment, thus allowing copious amounts of mud into the river of truth, you, the listener, are now forced to attempt to filter the mud out for yourself. The more mud they add, the harder it is for you to find the truth. The actions of these sinister folks are both irresponsible and cowardly. Additionally, it provides them with the position of plausible deniability, a position we all too often see federal agents preferring to operate from. Coincidence? I think not. There is an old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. There's another old saying, doctors treat disease while plumbers prevent it. Here's how I suggest that we the people prevent the problem of misinformation and disinformation from muddying the waters of the truth. Stop supporting those folks that are in the activity of muddying the waters. Stop sharing unsubstantiated, speculative information. Start supporting those that are willing to work for the truth for you, to keep the river of truth clean and untainted. Start sharing only information you would stand behind. Demand that those that are currently adding the mud to change their ways. If they have simply made a mistake and are of good intent, they will change immediately. Identify those adding the mud and make sure to let others know. Stop wasting your time and energy trying to filter out the mud. That is what they want. Start applying your time and energy to pointing out the error in the ways of those allowing the mud in. That is what they do not want. Forewarned is forearmed. Now that you have been forewarned, you have a choice. Will you continue on a path that supports the activities of those muddying the waters? Or will you put in the work to help fight for the truth in a more efficient manner? Always remember that all it takes for bad people to win is for good people to do nothing. If you would like to know more about what is really going on and wish to join the fight for the truth, check out deciphering.tv and elevate your mind. Be well.